Okay, after looking through the mounds and mounds of world building that I have, I found out that I've covered nearly everything that I wanted to cover. That said, I do have a huge bunch of story planning going on. However, I don't exactly want to post them here. Spoilers, got to read the book first. So let's take a dozen steps back when I first started this project, around June of 2022. Alright, the following episodes are gonna be my process journal, basically. This one's gonna be the beginning. Now, before I started this world building project, I had been on a writer's block for around a year now. The feeling was terrible. Writing was one of the few things that made up the core of my person, so naturally the block was unbearable. In 7th grade, I did join my friends group where they wrote fan fiction for the popular video game Undertale. The name was Undertake, and I felt good writing. But like all of my previous works, my motivation ran dry, and that was that. I was what Brandon Sanderson likes to call a pantser. I write on the whim, on motivation, with imagination, solely relying on my imagination to take me places. Without a plan, without any idea where the story would take me. Short bursts of vibrant energy, basically. Vibrant energy that runs out after some 40,000 words in. It runs out and runs out completely. I was a pantser for as long as I can remember, from the overly long weekend journal that I turned into a short story, to that Diary of an 8-bit Villager fanfic in 6th grade, to that edgy guy who has a Winter Soldier arm trying to survive in the video game The Forest, to the elaborate backstories of my original characters and alter ego persona thingy. All of my works were generated from spontaneous bursts of inspiration and creative energy. I have hundreds of works that are just gathering dust in this sense. It's exactly what Orsted said. I have potential, but lack polish. A lot of polish. That was when I discovered Moshoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation. I started the anime on New Year's Day of 2021. Man, it was the best present anyone could have given me. My first real anime and an absolute banger. I was instantly mesmerized by the setting, the art, the voices, and most importantly, the characters. Each and every one of them were three-dimensional, so human in a fantastical realm, so close to life. They're nothing like the sorts one'd expect from a fantasy setting, so different from Lord of the Rings, nothing like Berserk, so different from anything I'd seen before. I was completely overwhelmed. After I finished the first season, I picked up the light novels, all 27 volumes of the central plotline. It took me a semester, but I read every day, completely immersed in the story. In a sense, these light novels also got me back into reading. Funny how something that started off as purely for entertainment can grow to have such a profound impact on my life. After finishing it, the inspiration came to me, a spark, like all sparks. But this time the spark fell right onto that pile of dynamite that had been growing larger and larger inside the hollow void of my imagination, and it blew up. And so I took the way of the pen, the keyboard, once more. But this time I changed my ways. Instead of delving headfirst into the story, I forced myself to create the setting first. Laws, definitions, things to limit my creativity so it doesn't all explode out when the time comes. And that was the start of those years of the Vixie.